Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new stream. Hope you guys are doing good. We got a sponsored finals. When is it? Well, it's the finals. It's a sponsored Delta Force stream. So thank you for Delta Force for sponsoring the stream. We got I'm pretty sure this is the first ever big tournament with a prize total of 200,000. Champions get 60,000, as you can see. It is the Warfare side. I'm kind of curious how this is going to play out. It's honestly my first time watching competitive Delta Force, but I have seen how the game mode works already, and I've played it myself. And we're starting off with the finals, which is starting to happen in 30 minutes if everything goes well, of course. Let me enable the audio. So the next upcoming 2.5 hours, we got this upcoming. I think after that there's a losers bracket coming up, but we're not watching that. We're only watching the grand finals today. And I'll be guiding you through the game in case you have any questions. I mean, I'm kind of curious how this plays out as well.
We're playing a single best of 3.
It is 20 versus 20, by the way. This is kind of a the arena was literally, there's 20 setups right next to each other. I'm so curious how communication with these teams will go, because that's gonna be on a whole nother level. How's the audio, by the way? Is it good? Put it a bit louder, actually. Hello, Jeff. Good morning. What's up, Eric? Hello, call me.
One single best of 3 go to game 3.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. Take a look at the top there, right? TL. Their path here to the upper bracket finals. They beat RQ7S. They beat DNI, both of those 2-0. Foxito and XG. Similar path there. They went ahead and beat out No Mercy and Rapid Lo-Fi, both of those being 2-0. Dead Dog and Idol, that's going to be the team that is still in the competition in the lower bracket. The team that beat them, the team that put them down there is, of course, TL.
Yeah, TL is on paper maybe one of the strongest teams, but I think we heard it in the intro there. TXD basically saying, don't call us dark horses, and I can agree. They're a top 3 team right now, and they're doing a really good job.
Well. He had his last match yesterday, didn't he?
Technically,
that's all that.
More dominant. So
yeah, you can see behind the commentators right now. You can see there's, I think, like a little stairs thingy in the middle, and they have a team of 20 on the right and a team of 20 on the left.
I mean, we're on the same page, but any words on this matchup?
I mean, listen, I was kind of hyping up these games that we're going to be seeing there because, like I mentioned, the skill level should be getting closer and closer. Take that into account when you see me go ahead and predict a 2-0. If you didn't get an opportunity to watch the TL matches that we got to watch, trust me, a 2-0 seems very likely. They are by far, in my opinion, the favorites to win the competition.
They're the favorites to win the competition, but they have to perform on main stage. They can't get comfortable. They've got to go in with confidence, yes, but too much ego, and you can sell.
I wonder if we're going to hear a bit of communication between the teams.
So, folks, make sure that you all are putting in your predictions as well. By doing that, you just have to type into any of our chats. Let's talk about these teams so you have a better idea of which team you want to root for. Let's start with TL Ting Long. Led by the man, the myth, and the legend, AG78 Cat. Unbelievable commander, makes insane calls. Who else stands out to you on this list?
Yeah, he is just so good. I can tell you one name that instantly stands out to me. I think everybody that's had an opportunity to go ahead and watch the matches is going to stick out to them as well.
The official match should start in about 10 minutes, by the way. Let me...
The only other player that has been at this event so far that I think matches up maybe even a little bit better.
Look at that.
Is He's got some incredible highlights throughout this competition so far. AIM is in his name for a
Where's this one team? Wait, we have 4 screens in the match. Maybe this is one team. This is one team.
On paper, the best commander here, just by raw stats alone. The amount of points that AG78 Cat is able to bring in based on what the team executes on his commands has net him the highest number of points out of any commander.
And we're going against TXD.
This is not an underdog team. This is not a dark horse team. They are a very good team led by Romania. However, The MVP of this team is not their commander. They have a slightly different play style. The leader of this team, the MVP, NTPP. This player is unstoppable. One of the top slayers in the competition. Definitely a different picker for this roster. Anybody else stand out for you from this squad?
I mean, honestly, it's really hard to go ahead and shout out anybody else. I know, looking at some of the stats right here.
Well, this got to be nerve-wracking, dude. Getting all the setups properly set up, getting it competitive ready.
That was an incredible game to watch, right? We kind of came into the
Oh, this is the other team.
First game in the bracket, they absolutely.
Well, there's 8 seats in the back and 12 seats up front.
RLF, we're actually going to win that game. TXD, absolutely
insane.
incredible here. But the odds are stacked up against them. If anybody on this team is feeling like putting on an absolute masterclass of a performance today, they are definitely going to need it. It's going to be needed in order to stack up against TL.
Yeah, and it's really interesting when we talk about this team, but I want to talk about the matchup in general and the top 3 players in each category. Look at this. Actually, interestingly enough, this is what I was talking about top slayer. NTPP from TXD is the top slayer out of both teams, whereas AG78 Cat as the commander is the highest in points. I think some of the highest average points out of any player in the entire competition.
All right.
This is actually going to Adi there. From
I thought the entire time that competitive eSports was going to be the extraction shooter, but they actually made the warfare side of things the competitive side, which I think is really cool.
Very different.
Wasn't expecting that.
A little bit of a Venn diagram. Talk to me about a couple of these stats. Anything stand out to you?
Straight away, right top of the screen there, total score.
I don't think I ever saw numbers, but I always thought the extraction side of things was more popular as well. I think they've had competitive extraction as well, but
always finding some value no matter what he's doing. Yeah, sure, losing out in the total kill category, but this guy's the commander, and he's almost stacking up in total kills against what is supposed to be the fragger of TXD. How are you finding so
still play on console? I do still play on console, yeah.
Kills while you are also commanding a 20-man squad.
Yeah, it's a really good shout. AG78 Cat can do it all is really what it feels like. It is 20 players per roster.
Oh, so you literally have one team commander guiding the entire team to victory.
AG78 Cat has been able to do it all. One of the reasons for that, and this is a decently standard role for a commander, they usually play in
is that NTPP?
Right? And so with that vehicle gameplay, AG78 Cat has been a big difference maker for his team while executing on that scoreline. Also, a small caveat to those stats is that the commanders do earn extra score. So it does make sense that he outscores NTPP.
The grabs are beautiful. I play with a pro, that's it. That's literally it.
Talking about top slayers, averaging 50 kills per map is ridiculous. Can I be very clear about that? That is insane. At an esports level on land, you're dropping 50 every game? What in the world? Watch out for NTPP. TXD is a very good team, and I am very curious to see what the chat is saying.
Whoa, 60%, okay.
I'm gonna be honest. This is as expected. I was expecting maybe even a little bit more in favor of TL. We've got a lot of believers for TXD.
I was thinking we were going to see our first 80%. If I'm being completely honest, goes right. That's how one-sided we kind of think this is going to go, right? Let's talk about the team dynamics here. TL, why are they so good? Why are we hyping them up? They just have those nerdy strats that work out.
The nerdy strats.
Time. We have yet to really see one of their strats fail every single time.
The strats better be nerdy, you know.
That they want,
what up, Kara? Good early morning.
On the opposite side of things, right? TXD.
That's the earliest stream. I know. Yeah.
The best at is controlling the vehicle.
Yeah.
They have been very, very good about that. TXD, I would call a very traditional, very systematic.
I think this event is hosted in
they were able to take down
somewhere in Asia, to be honest. So like it is afternoon over there.
I think they actually are a great one.
So I had to wake up early for this.
With TL, who has so
I will be call me back. Yeah, will be. I think this event is gonna be for about 2.5 hours long. We'll just be watching until the grand final is over. There's gonna be loser brackets after that, which we won't be watching. We're only watching the big match. They're starting off literally with the big final match.
one of the most individually skilled players I've ever seen in Delta Force, period, regardless of the mode. And he's on this
and after
team,
that, we'll have a
bit
regular stream
underrated
of
because
today.
there's so many heavy hitters, so many people that are, you know, worth giving their flowers to, that it's hard to talk about all of them. I feel like the star power on TL is more than TXD, but TXD is a very systematic team. If TL comes in too confident, too much ego, I think they can drop a map.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about TL, right? You're kind of talking about how it seems like it's been hard for us to kind of point out some of those star players. They haven't really needed a star player performance yet. They haven't really needed somebody to kind of step up and help them across that finish line.
Yo, Kara, thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Thank you very much.
Job, a very,
Jeez.
very good
Let's
job.
go, baby.
Just going ahead and doing exactly whatever they need to go ahead and win the game. So
let's go, baby.
We keep saying it time and time again as we go deeper into the competition. We do
Thanks so much, Kara.
the resistance from the
what are you doing awake so early on a freaking Sunday?
Stronger.
On this Sunday?
We gotta turn our attention to the maps.
It's bedtime,
what
dude.
map are we going to play? Listen, folks, if you're just tuning in,
Early
for the grand
Christmas
finals,
gift, thank you.
We have a 6-map pool, and we got a chance to see some
I
of our
really
players
appreciate that.
preparing a 6-map pool. It is randomized every single time, and somehow we've gotten
You're always up
threshold
this
the
early.
most. Let's see what
Are
map
you
we
working
get
today?
for this matchup. Are we headed to Trainwreck? Are we headed?
Alright,
No!
threshold.
We have pulled Threshold again. What on earth? This random map generator is going crazy for Threshold, folks. I'm telling you, out of 6.
Apparently, we're getting a lot of Threshold today.
Number 7?
Number 6.
Number 6 total. We pulled it 6 times, and this is match number 12 technically. So it's still at a 50%.
I think if it's a tied game, they're going for game number 3.
Out of 12 matches.
Going back to sleep. Good.
Well, as we all
I'll see you
buckle in
later.
for
I'll see you
another
later.
Threshold
I'll be live all
We
day
all know how
today.
this map works, but I guess maybe some folks
Thanks for the
may,
gift,
be just
Gara.
tuning in for the grand finals day. I think fair enough. It's going to be a really good day. Let's
Some,
briefly talk
Jimmy
a little
P.
bit about this map and what we can expect. I think a couple of the quick hits.
Oh, they're already warming up.
obviously
They are
helicopter on the
warming up.
attack. Yep. Obviously, point A.
They got all the
is a bit of
fancy
a
cameras. Look at
variable
that.
one on how fast it's being captured. But in general, an interesting map, a 3-sector map.
I wonder if they can play on their own setup. Probably not their own monitor,
the
but
good thing about Threshold here is that we have seen TL perform on this map before. It was actually up against DNI.
yo, he's got the tipsy audio. Let's go.
Employing, right? A little bit of scouting could.
They could bring their own headset, I guess.
Map specifically.
Yeah, true, and I think too, like
Yeah, they
you
can
know, I
definitely
said
bring their own
C-sector's usually the
keyboards.
hardest, and that's true. I will say B1 and B2 have been a very interesting sector over the last couple of matchups. B2 in those kind of garages, we're calling them hangars, garage, and everything in between. You know, those garages are actually kind of insane on the defensive side if you have the vehicle advantage. So that original lob will be a key piece. That's something to keep in mind. I'll be super curious to see who's able to hold where. And I think the other thing to think about too with Threshold is that you do have the capability of kind of stringing this game out long enough to see a ton of score. And I think that's also really interesting because you can see a lot of guided missiles, you can see a lot of vehicles called in.
They're not looking very nervous so
There's
far.
kind of a lot to talk about this map, but you all have seen it now 5 other times, of which we saw, I think, almost 4 of those in a row. So, yeah.
So
They're looking all pretty relaxed. Which
based
team
on,
is it? This is
where the teams start,
TL.
like what side
Alright.
they kind of start
This
on,
is
right?
the
Obviously,
favoriting
we know
team.
TL
Okay.
is very good.
Maybe
TL
that's
have
why they're
shown
looking
us
so
and
confident.
impressed us the most when they're on the attack side. That is when we get to see all those nerdy strats kind of pulled out.
Look at that.
For
He's
this
chilling,
match
dude.
Here, TXD are going to be starting on the attack. Now, once again, I like this for them because TXD, again, they're good at the vehicle game. The fact that they're going to be starting a little bit of a leg up, they're going to start with that helicopter, and they're going to start with that tank destroyer. So, you know, already kind of starting up like that.
He's like,
TL,
I
I
would
think is
start
gonna be
that,
really
right?
for them. Now let's talk about how TL
Get
are
the
probably
games
gonna play
going.
the defensive side of this. We saw them against DNI. They instantaneously use that LAV vehicle to just sit as far back as you can possibly go on the
Yeah, I played
threshold
quite a
map.
bit of Delta Force pubs for the
Continuously
people
go
who've been
ahead
new
and
to the
pester
channel.
that helicopter. It worked
So
extremely
kinda-
well against DNI.
Think.
And I would not be surprised to see it work extremely well against TXD as well.
There's a player
Well,
substitution.
already, and this is oftentimes the case with a lot of our teams, based on what side they pull, they may make some substitutes.
Oh, right. Okay. Based on what side they pull, so maybe there's a dude better at defending than attacking.
There could be a billion.
How many per team? It's
for
20
why,
versus
frankly.
20.
Oftentimes, we will see because the helicopter operator.
They do all have the same headset. I mean, there was somebody having the in-ear monitors. Right there.
Okay, so this is a winners final substitute.
Yeah,
interesting. Okay, well, could be a million reasons why, and I'm excited to see what our substitute is able to do. As per the usual, we got to keep our eyes out for our sub. They could be a difference maker. They could be a big opportunity to kind of lock in. And
yeah, I played a decent amount of Delta Force pubs. They're gonna play the Warfare side of things, 20 versus 20. And
Southern active player could be a huge difference maker. We'll keep an eye out for BK as we hop into.
And I think I don't know if it's the Victory Unite mode or not. I think it's literally just Warfare, but it's 20 versus 20.
You've been sitting in the wings watching your team win and win and win.
Which is compared to other games like the Breakthrough game, where you have one attack and one defending side. Attacking team tries to get as far as possible.
And you got to play for the very first time.
I do think it is also important to note here, bro. You're kind of talking about.
You've not played Delta Force yet. It's I'll guide you through. I'll guide you through. It's a free-to-play FPS game. I played it basically this year for the majority.
Yeah, of course they played day 1, they played day 2, but day 3 they have a little bit of a rest day. So both of these teams should be well rested.
Well rested, noise.
Of course, one of these teams is going to lose this match, and they are going to have to go against DNI in the lower bracket, who is not rested. They have to play every single day so far. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we continue on throughout the day as well.
Very, very true. Now again,
yeah, I think I have over 1,000 hours in this game.
Back on some stats. AG78 Cat versus.
Oh, he is confident as well.
On the opposition side, really feels like AG78 Cat is a bit more of a difference maker, but at the same time, as we see some of our players celebrate, get ready, get excited.
They even brought their own mouse pad, I think.
Plays the exact same strategy. So as much as AG78 Cat is a difference maker, a vehicle operator. Romania, I believe, also a vehicle operator. But I think oftentimes that score going to the commander is just about how well their calls are.
Finally, smile. A little relaxing.
Keep an eye out for is if there's.
Oh, there you go. It's a timer above me. I only just noticed. Was that there the entire time? Starting in 2.5 minutes.
Matches there. We kept talking about how we saw TL on Threshold.
Are there some nerves? Are there some nerves? Oh, he's still installing the settings.
TXD, I totally forgot. They also played on Threshold.
Yeah.
That was when we got back-to-back Threshold yesterday, right?
Yep.
TL versus DNI, that was Threshold, and then TXD versus RLF on day number 2 were both Threshold.
Yeah.
So both of these teams are actually pretty equal in terms of being able to see what the team is kind of going to be able to expect.
Just for today. Well, mixing up for the first like, 2.5 hours for today.
That happened during these Threshold games. I think the main thing, take a look at the top right-hand corner of your screen, by the way. We're about to hop into the game.
We're about to hop in.
They're loading in. They're selecting their operators. They're making sure they select the right commander, and we're getting into Victory Unite. One quick thing here about Threshold. There's going to be a lot of emphasis at the start of this game on that lob. The defense starts with an anti-aircraft vehicle, and the attack starts with a helicopter and a tank destroyer and an assault vehicle. It's a really important feature of the defense to keep that.
Oh, there we go. They're in the game already.
The attack, oftentimes, you see a strike force go for it very early to allow that helicopter free reign. If helicopter gets free reign,
oh, he's still doing the settings.
Value for the attacking team, moving even all the way to point C because the
it's a bit of a pain. Get the settings going.
Aircraft battle, or the airspace rather. So something to keep an eye out for. Last quick note though, folks, as we're hopping into the game. Maybe you're just
of every team between the two.
I do want to remind you, we are playing our competitive tournament servers. The 6-map pool we talked about.
They could literally change the volume of each player there.
And this is
what? Okay, so I think they might have their own little squad they can hear, and then the team commander. I think that might be it. I mean, it looks like TL is gonna. I don't really have a favorite team, to be honest. I don't really have a favorite team.
We'll make sure that we get your questions answered. But it is Grand Finals day, and we are
nice,
about to jump in.
nice
to our
arm, by the way.
map of our first best of
Nice
three.
monitor
This is
arm.
the
Looks
upper
very
bracket
light.
Finals. Vivid, the winner here goes straight to the Grand Finals, waiting on their competition.
Straight to the Grand Finals. We saw third place, they take home $30,000. First place takes home $60,000. How you perform today could literally be a double.
Yeah, TL on the right side is the
before.
favorite.
Toxido and XG on Threshold. They're going to be starting on the attack side of things. A little bit of an advantage when it comes to
It is a crazy setup.
start things off, but they're going against the Titans. Tang Long. They have impressed everybody that has tuned in so far to DFIW. This one is going to mean a lot. So much on the line here on the final day of our event here. I am getting very, very excited. How
all right.
Three total sectors. The first one there.
It's kind of cool. I thought they were going to do it on the new maps, but it's on the maps that we've already played.
Very differently. Folks, we
All
are in.
All right.
Game one of the upper bracket
Yeah,
finals.
interesting how the tank moved back right away.
Moving in as per the usual, straight at the point, blowing holes in the wall. We saw a very brief shot of that lob, way off in the distance for the defensive side. Keep an eye out for that lob. Let's make sure it stays alive.
Oh, this is way more
Attack
aggressive than I was
helicopter already
expecting.
in the skies and already harrying
It's all over the
mid.
place. For 20
We're
players, a lot of
straight towards the
fire.
attack, trying to take over this high ground position. This is a classic start, classic flow. Let's see who gets the advantage early.
Instantly, though, I'm seeing the kill feed. It's lit up right now. The helicopter is finding some early value. Little Egg there
We have some
doing
meta
great
weapons.
work as the pilot. Remember, we kind of talked about it already. The LAV available for TL is going to be sitting
can see a
very
lot of
far back.
MP7.
Its only job right now is to suppress that helicopter.
Oh,
I am
attacking
seeing
team is
early
going, by the way.
value already out of
What is that,
helicopter, which kinda
TXD?
worries me.
Okay.
Look at this. This is an early push into the palace. I have never seen a team walk into the palace this fast, and that progression bar right there.
That
on
is pretty
sector
insane,
A,
okay.
It is all red.
Even on Pops, that was very hard to do. Yeah, they already got that first sector.
Did look like our helicopter is playing around the
Oh, okay.
force the lob to get a little
Usually
more
a vehicle
aggressive
is quite a
at the
big
right
part of
angle.
the push.
Tank Destroyer has just about cleared out the point. So we got a lot more red on the point than maybe we were expecting this early into the game, and plenty of medics to make sure they stay up.
Communication has got to be hard though with
Just
20
about
versus
every
20
operator you can think
competitive.
of. Some folks even
I don't know if there's
favor
ever
not
been a
to
game
flanks.
where it's
Here we
been
go, a
20
big fight
versus
on the
20
inside of the
competitive.
palace, playing around these respawn beacons. This could be a huge win for TXD. We maybe said that TL was the favorite, but TXD
TXD,
is starting
yeah, they got
out
it quick.
so
Yeah,
hot.
TXD
What an
apparently is the
incredible push.
underdog
Like I
right
said, I have
now,
never
which is
seen a
the
team
red
take
team,
that
and
backside of the
TL,
palace so
which
fast, so
is heavily
aggressively.
favored,
It looks
is
like literally
the
all 20
the
boots
green
on the
team
ground
now.
right there for TXD are in that palace. They've actually pushed up. It kind of looks like they're the ones defending A now and kind of waiting for TL to push towards them. It's all red. TXD make quick work of sector
TL is
A.
already.
We
I don't think they
blink, and all
used
of a
the
sudden,
vehicle on that
TL
first
fall
sector
early
yet.
on.
I think the
2
vehicle's been
minutes
waiting
is
for
all
that.
it took.
That's
Telling you,
interesting.
confidence and aggression.
Don't have to have a
Come
chopper.
long
I've
way
not
in
seen their
warfare
chopper player.
competitions. We take a look at the push over to B1 and B2. TXD, nice with a huge advantage. We've got a strike force going around the flank on the far side of our screen, and then we've got our main force playing for these yellow tents. The choke point to B1.
They already got it set up.
Classic flow yet again from TXD. I told you they are systematic and strategic, and right now they are winning this game.
Look how spread they gotta spread out. That's the hard part. I have to spread out super far. They're already red team is already pushing. TXD is already pushing.
That strike force is going to open anything up on the flank. That's too predictable here from TL. There's no way they let that one fly.
Actually, very interesting how it's gonna play out.
The defensive objective is to deplete all of the tickets on the side of the attack. 180 is the maximum that you start with. They do replenish at about a rate of 60 every time you capture a sector. As you can see, TXD, they went back up to 180 after capturing sector.
Alright, so they
only
get
lost
60 tickets
4,
back for
granted,
capturing
but
an objective. So you
they do
basically don't want to
replenish
lose
there
more
a
than
little
60
bit.
tickets.
Now, a little bit of a
But yeah, you
stalemate
have a little
big
bit left, I guess.
objective on Threshold
They got
for the attacking
175
side is
tickets left.
control of the garage on the left
They're doing a
side.
good push
You are
here at
looking at
TXD.
one from the attacking side. Getting your vehicles through that garage is very hard because it's its tunnel where rockets find value easily. But as you can see here, the tank destroyer is already actually through that garage, and they love to go over here into this little corner to try to hide away.
It's a lot
Look
of
at this
red
push.
again, dude.
Another aggressive push by the boots on the ground of TXD.
B1
Still
is currently held
175
very long in
tickets.
any match we've seen.
They didn't lose
B2
any
is
tickets
the
on that
big
first push.
test of merit here
They ain't
for the
messing
Attack.
around,
See
dude.
how
I mean, fair
efficient
play,
they
fair
are.
play.
I haven't seen anything called in from either team. We've only been playing for about 4 minutes. So far, so good.
I think the tank in the back is literally trying to take care of their chopper. I think they have a chopper player. I've not seen it yet, but
Line of defense. Lank's gonna go in and play spoiler here from TL, but then get cut down pretty quickly. Aim Bobo trying to play backup.
okay, they just lost 4 tickets. I mean, that's pretty insane team play though. To only lose like that little amount of tickets, now it's gonna go down a little bit.
On the far side, let's see. I think that's Keto. And
Capturing the objective is not that easy though.
Trying to move in.
Look how spread out the
Actually,
team
a
has
little
to
bit of
place
value here with the
themselves.
Tank Destroyer getting much more active actually around B1 to try to secure this point for the respawns.
Oh, tank is playing super aggressive.
So far, so good for the attack. Tank Destroyer needs to stay alive. As per the usual, that's going to be Zomba operating it and just harrying these infantry so the attack boots on the ground can actually push forward.
Yeah, they're all getting revives. I have to get the revives to save the tickets.
Already. It's maybe a bit of a desperation play to make sure that we keep up our advantages or at least
Get the roadkill
hold on
going.
to whatever bit
Instantly
of speed
repairs
we
on
still
it.
have. This is not the same TL we are used to seeing, and that's what I thought. The defense calling this in urgent redeployment. A great name for it because this is an urgent time to redeploy onto B2 to make sure you don't get steamrolled. We have to stop this momentum if we're a TL fan.
Now we've seen this.
I think next up the sector is gonna be the hardest. They got the first sectors pretty quickly. Yeah, they do have a chopper up.
The entirety of the rest of the game, right? So the defense actually won in that scenario.
And then after push inside the building, this is also a hard sector on pubs. Like it's really hard.
They still have that.
I mean, like a crazy vehicle player basically.
But if they have to start investing that,
they got the two repair guys on top of it.
It's actually already getting in the mix on B2. They know they're going to need that vehicle to actually hold B2, but now that LAV is not working on the helicopter. It's not going to be suppressing the helicopter. The helicopter needs to start finding value if Toxido and XG want to start pressing their advantage.
I haven't seen the tank do that much. Right? That's not anti-air tank.
High degrees of variability on how much value we're getting from a helicopter here on Threshold. We are seeing a crazy amount of value from the attacking vehicles, though. Look at the line that they've been able to push up to.
Literally in the last like what 3-4 minutes, they've only lost the 23 tickets. That is really good. That's pretty insane. Slowly B2 is turning red as well.
Over the course of like 4 or 5 minutes that they've been in the B sector, which is really not very much.
All right,
Again,
yo, TXD making a comeback here, dude.
Until sub 120, and Lav is very low. If that reload far side, one Allure rocket Firecat's gone. Doesn't even have
the tanks go for it. Look at that.
Angle, but they're playing Do-si-do.
Okay.
Found him.
No.
Found him.
See ya.
The tank's actually down.
Yeah. Great communication there, right? Tank Destroyer. Somebody must have came in on the
B2. Wow. Okay.
Mike went ahead and called out. Hey, listen, that LAV.
Yeah. Again, when looking at the polls, TL, the team in green, has not lost the game yet.
Only ever held when
maybe they're overconfident right now.
On the side of TL,
it's going to be a pain to push back in.
For it to be taken right now, 2 vehicles available. Urgent deployment on the side of TXD. They are just sweeping the floor with TL early on here on Threshold.
That's insane.
Neutral zone. This should be a capture here with that urgent redeployment from the attacking side. This is a lot of bonus to be able to respawn near instantly. It is an investment of lives to do so.
That's a risky push, yeah.
Worth the price.
I think their vehicle is just doing really good. I don't know who is in that vehicle, but that vehicle's doing all the work. Doing so much work.
And a nice play from TL.
Yeah, they lost it. This is a wait, hold up.
That one connected right there. The Tank Destroyer.
It's turned green again.
Incredible effort from TL to finally stop the bleeding.
What?
Such a big disadvantage when it was down to the vehicle game right there, but finally they were able to bounce back just a little bit.
They're taking it back, dude. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. That was a crazy combat. It is not easy to push back into that building. They're gonna get their vehicle back though. I think their vehicle went down. You instantly see the difference that can make. This is an insane vehicle though. I think
entirely sure if they're going to be able to press towards that assault vehicle, which is why you continue to see the flood here.
I forgot the name of this vehicle.
Yeah, nice respawn beacon onto the point that Canada.
This vehicle has the explosions on the side, which if they push that onto the objective, it can get like insane multi-kills if they're all next to each other. Of course, energy is going to be ready for that though.
And of course, all of the streaks that you guys are used to. Again, TL certainly resilient in their own right. They've been able to hold on to this point.
Yeah, TL is making a crazy comeback again. Okay.
Those were ATVs. Those were to get to the point faster. They do not have.
I thought they had this, dude. I thought there's no way they're going to be able to push back into it. Look at that. But TXZ is absolutely farming. They have so many more kills.
Oh! What? Oh my goodness. A couple well-placed rockets. I'm not sure if that was a Luru plus maybe an AT4 shot, and it was perfectly lined up. But talk about a game changer, folks.
The vehicle just went mad, by the way. Chopper went down.
Lil Egg was doing so much work in that heli, and they line it up. They knock it down, and they are trying to.
They knocked down the chopper, but they actually got the push going on B2. I don't think they noticed. Okay, there you go. That's a big down. If you get the vehicle down. Now, if this vehicle can actually push up, yeah, he's using the explosive system. Literally the same setup I was using in pubs. And there you go, they got it back. Insane. And this sector is actually going back and forth a lot, by the way.
Driving this lob, by the way, Adi, who was our top assist player in this entire match, assisting in that engineer role here.
Yeah, now big explosions. Yeah, there you go.
And we have completely retaken B2.
Yeah, that explosive thing is insane. You gotta be good with driving backwards as well. I don't think the vehicle player even was watching backwards. He just knew how to get there.
Right now, as Lank's getting extremely aggressive, taking down the assault vehicle, and they are pushing that line all the way back.
A little car as well. I think it has a spawn beacon. Can actually be quite valuable. Wait, they're taking back B1. They're taking B1, dude.
Sure, you want to go ahead and defend this.
No, okay, they got it. TXZ still has it.
Once again, remember I mentioned the tickets.
Rooting for the underdogs, yeah. I was kind of surprised because, like, I haven't seen any of the semifinals or their qualifications. And with the introduction, it was like, okay, TL is going to be running over any team that's going against them. And then they had a crazy push at the beginning.
Now it's all the way back at B1. They've got so much space to make up.
Well, big pickup here from vehicles and well earned by the attack.
Well, they got 3 vehicles here. Okay. The vehicle play is big, especially with 20 versus 20. Like the defending team only. Oh, they have 2 they're using the Collins now. They're using the Collins.
You know how valuable these lobs can be inside, and tank destroyers inside of B2. Yeah. They may drive all the way in, pending they can get one of these vehicles down. I think it's going to come down to a strike force. I don't think they.
Yeah. So in this game, what you have is you can have call-in vehicles when you get enough scores. If your team scores crazy points, eventually they will call in vehicles, or you can call in a strike, or even a big rocket if you want to.
I'm not gonna lie, Goj. My hopes right now for the push from TXT, it is all but burnt out, in my opinion. The fact that 2 LAVs are available on the point right now.
Now they use those points to call in vehicles, and they have such an insane advantage.
XD777 and this LAV was very, very low. The other LAV stepped in front, a little bit of a
look how low that is.
Cat making plays.
Perfect trade from 78 Cat.
Yeah, super aggressive play there. Look.
Wow. The 78 Cat, he can do it all. Vehicle operator, commander, retaking the point, and saving the life of his teammates. Love, unbelievable play from the commander. There's a reason he is the MVP of this team over and over and over again.
The momentum swing happened. Man, did it happen.
All right.
The bottom of your screen, the little overlay. 2 vehicles on the side of the defense to 0. 0 on the side of TXT. They had 4.
Yeah, TXT needs the you need the vehicles to attack. It's gonna be super hard to take it now.
turned into an offensive.
64 tickets still left.
4 vehicles almost simultaneously. Of course, as we know how it goes, the vehicle's able to be spawned back in with a score. But
they have 2 LAVs on point.
Like I said, it's so hard to break through.
This isn't going to be an all-in from the attack yet, but we're getting very close to it. They just called in 2 light tanks. I don't think they've actually called in light tanks yet, so those aren't actually all that expensive. They're probably saving onto some score for either a team strategic beacon or potentially another urgent redeployment. We'll keep our eyes out for that. We do have an artillery strike, but the defense is completely pushed back this push all the way to B1. They're actually just going to retake B1 because they can. Hopefully it's not too aggressive of a push, but I assume they've got their respawn beacons back by B2, so they're willing to give lives on the defensive side up at B1.
Ooh.
Talking about a strike force, I told you.
Yo, okay, TXD on the flanker.
A strike force, rockets coming in.
Oh!
The engineers pop out.
Yeah, the repairs are quick though.
It's worked out well for them.
He's already back to full health. Back to full health already. They have two repairs and then he's playing super aggressive.
While this strike force on the backside,
that's super well played. Yeah. One more player left. Puts down the spawn beacon now. Takes away the spawn beacon? Oh. Or it got destroyed.
Yeah. As you can see,
Wait.
Clear out some of the infantry, but because the LAV
vehicle actually got distracted there, and then they can attack. They have to go. They have to go now.
But right now, a slight advantage on the side of TXD.
Yeah.
As you can see,
they gotta
I
go.
believe that they are feeling like they have an opportunity right now.
They gotta go.
It's going to be shut down very, very quickly by the fact that TL are calling in the urgent deployment.
Yeah, they feel it too. They feel the pressure.
Yeah. So after this, is gonna switch sides.
They're calling in another one right now. They feel it, so they're going to keep bodies on at the point. I will say, by the way, Osmodius
should be switching sides.
Calling in his own artillery strike, and I think it showed 3. I saw at least 6 in the kill feed. Dude was putting in work from hell itself with that airstrike over the top. AG78 Cat just picks up 6. I don't know what he is cooking. That must be all the engineers of his opponents, because now 777's going into play for the trade. 777's turn to be the hero. These lobs are near unstoppable here from TL, and they have completely pushed back the fight. They lose one. A nice shot over the top. AG78 Cat, though, is going to punish his opponents, send him back to the respawn, and say, good luck against me. You've got 34 lives.
78 Cat's tired of it. He's no longer wants to look at B2. He no longer wants to defend. He wants to go on the offensive. Pushing all the way up there, picking up all of those kills. That's why we talked about on every single squad. We see
yeah, TL is literally pushing back on B1. That's insane. That's just disrespectful, dude.
Simultaneously on the big stage, showing us time and time again why he's the MVP of TL.
His shot, putting in work, boots on the ground right now, just to stall out on B1. The attackers even have to think about B1. It's just too late to take B2.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't think they're gonna be able to take it back.
What do we do? Trying to stay alive for a moment. Trying to respawn team in and organize the final push towards B2. It feels like all hope has been lost for TXD. It's AG78 Cat.
They were close out, man. They were close.
Regained yet again, both in live still, both playing very well together.
22 tickets left.
Well
Like halfway, they were just losing so many tickets. I was really impressed because at the beginning they were not losing many tickets at all. They were reviving so much.
Tank comes in for TXD. We need a miracle.
You also see it in the kill feed if they're reviving or not.
Because we know we need a miracle, we're not going to leave it up to chance. The defense calling in an artillery strike to make the push to the point very difficult, and putting out a team strategic beacon so that if anybody falters, they get right back onto the point and don't have to move a muscle before they get back into the fight. It's going to be a player advantage here for the defense in a massive, massive way. As long as they don't make a mistake, this should be a win from TL in map 1.
Yeah, big halt in the effort right there from the attack side, right? They want to reset the 18 tickets. 18 effective.
It would be cool to hear their comms. I think most of it is in
that's why they want to go ahead and reset. They want to
in Chinese though. I think most of the teams are either from Hong Kong or from China.
Calculated entirely. The push is coming through, and I can't lie, I see a lot of points, but AG
I don't know how much. That might be a reason why they're not showing comms.
In right now. About 10 seconds before this lands, the attack, they're trying to get off of the point. They want to run with their lives.
Well,
if this thing lands and blows you up,
they got a rocket, dude.
Depleted, making contact with the ground. I see the value of one right there.
Only one kill. That was the big rocket I was talking about.
And now the defense is able to push back into B2 and reclaim the space.
That is literally the rocket. That was what I was talking about.
Landing on my head, so I gotta back out of there as the TXD vehicle operator. This is make or break right now in this tank. TXD can't find any value right when it peeks its ugly head. It gets punished, and even if it doesn't peak, it's
when
gonna
it
get
peeks
pushed
its
by
ugly head,
AG78 and it's gonna go down by AG78.
Yeah, that's game over.
Engineers.
7 tickets
push
left.
Here from the defense again to get aggressive, and now we're gonna barrel stuff our opponents. We can trade our own vehicle. Get out of my point. Get out of my lobby. TL will win the map. There is no question about it. They need one single kill to seal the deal. Unbelievable hold from the defense.
It's very vehicle based. Like the repair guys are. Cat just got a mad multi-kill there as well. It's very vehicle based. Like the majority is just like it's vehicles and then having at least 2 repairs of your team. So like a team of like 20 if they have 2 tanks. I love that guy.
Able to sit on B2 in that garage.
Yeah, the vehicles are dominant. You literally have a full squad like based around a vehicle basically.
It was all said and done. The story had been written. B2 was always going to be held once that happened. The strategic masterminds, when you hand them a big advantage such as those 2 vehicles in the hands of
Alright, so I believe now TXD is going to be attacking.
The play of the game, as we take a look back on some of these highlights, the play of the game is taking that heli down.
Absolutely.
I gotta see exactly what happened on that. Let's take a look back on some of those.
The hype about taking the chopper down, but it was a mad distraction to.
Game at the end. TXD owned the map all the way up.
They took the chopper down, but then they were starting to lose the objective.
Almost fully wiped in I think 2 minutes. They spent 4 lives. They picked up every revive. They could do whatever they wanted. They take B1
the beginning was insane.
and they push up to B2 in a manner where we thought this was going to Sector C off rip. I mean, it was within the first 10 lives. And then when we got here, things changed dramatically. Look at this. This is early in this matchup.
Early.
Really getting a hold from the infantry. And then the shots here, I think those were some Allura rockets that ended up cleaning it up. But a huge takedown of the helicopter allowed both of these lives.
What they do is they just ram the they just ram the vehicle into the objective, and they get the explosions off. Which like basically is a burst of explosions around it, and it kills everyone that's kind of close to the vehicle.
Quick glimpse at the player cam during these highlights as well. You saw frustration on the side of TXD. I was hoping for the upset as well. I thought we were going to see it.
That was going to get a bit more kills though.
Throughout, I was on the same page as you go. I thought we were going to Sector C early on. I was getting ready to start talking about some points, talking about the advantages that they had.
It's good comms from the team to just play so aggressive on base. Like when there's a vehicle weak, you have to push instantly.
We know exactly what we're doing.
Well, this is exactly what I was talking about. Let's take a look at the scores before we get more into the nuance of that game. Of course, AG78 Cat at the top of the leaderboard by a country mile. By a country mile on everybody.
The NTPP guy, the top fragging.
Score, but he's doing it all as well. 37 kills, 25 assists, prioritizing vehicle destruction, second in that category, only to one of the engineers, I believe. Just really well done.
Yeah, look at the score from Cat. Like 39,000 points, basically because it was just destroying vehicles. You get an insane score for that.
Shout out CBBT from TXD. You have 75 revives and plenty of others picking up 40s and 50s. There's a reason TXD was able to hold on for so long and keep so many lives. It just wasn't enough.
Yeah, the tickets were good there. Alright, they get a small break now.
This is gonna work. A little bit of a break here. This is a best of 3, so 1 game down. TL do have the lead.
Kind of cool if they have some
But now
team
they will
communication.
switch sides on the same exact map. TXD will then be on
Team
the
L is
defense.
chilling, dude. Look at
TL
that.
are going to be on the attack. Now, typically, we have not been able to back this up with facts from this event, but typically, when we do watch...
No, I'm just watching.
it's usually
I'm just
defensive
watching.
side as we take a look at some of the stats right there. 12 vehicles being destroyed on the side of TL, no surprise there. Actually, a plentiful amount of revives on their own.
Thing, yeah.
A little rare, right, for the defensive side. So,
yeah,
you know, great work there. from
111. I wonder how many revives TXZ has got.
Structure and map flow. They're able to pick up a crazy amount of revives on B2.
Oh, they can literally look at the map right now, dude. It's
pumped up.
insane.
The medic's gonna go around.
That's really
As
good.
many people as humanly possible, just to keep bodies on the point. It's quite not easy, but fairly easy to do that, especially if you get vehicle advantage. So, really well done from the team.
And literally, I think they're looking at the loadout or the layout of Threshold.
About that matchup that I wanted to highlight. Again, the air superiority is the obvious one. The helicopter is such a game changer if left unchecked. It was left unchecked. They did lose the lob. It got too aggressive trying to take down the vehicle landing, and TL was ready for it. I think really it goes back to what we talked about.
This is quite useful, though.
These two teams. TXD is a very
Look at that. They got the full. Oh, they're actually doing like proper communication. They have the full team just looking at the.
So good at executing upon it. However, TL is on paper,
The map.
in my opinion, and now by example, a better
With good
adapting
communication.
team. They have great strategy as well, but they were able to adapt to the pressure, make a play, and then flip the script. And once the script was flipped, TXD couldn't pivot.
Yeah, I mean that happened in
Wouldn't
like
be
the
surprised
blink
if you
of an
were.
eye.
Nah.
Absolutely crazy.
I don't think I'll be good at competitive Delta Force.
Being able to overcome the pressure, right? Felt like their backs were up against the wall, and somehow they were able to go ahead and turn that around. Now again, like I was going to say,
It's interesting to see that, like,
sometimes me and Goge, that warfare
for
have
TL,
gotten
only the
much
top
better.
guys, I
So
think,
here's the
are.
defensive side.
Oh, maybe they are re-watching the match.
Win more times than not, but this tournament again. has
Maybe they
not
were
backed
re-watching
that
the
NFL.
match.
Let's take a look at our MVP. Everybody knew it. 78 Cat. The plays that he was making, we saw it in the highlights. We saw it during the game itself.
With
The
the
small nuances he was able to
39,000
pull
score.
off in that
Crazy.
vehicle
Actually
aren't even
crazy.
shown. Yeah, in the
So the
score,
commander, that's basically
somehow.
the.
Yeah.
And he's almost like double
The man that calls in all the
player behind
stuff.
him on the team.
Yeah, it's really impressive scoreline.
The guider of
Again,
the
when we
team.
talk about stats, we've got a bunch of stats here on the page. AG78 that
Total
outscores
vehicle destruction
everybody
score.
by a
That's
mile.
pretty
It's
insane.
not really close at all.
I think mainly,
Look at the best
yeah.
squad. I would assume it's his, and that is correct. Really well done from all three of these players. Look at the assist category. These are most likely. We'll have to double check this. I would assume
You see,
these are
it's
his
literally like
leaders
this
that
squad
are
is just
playing
built
with him
around
at the same
cats.
time.
So they have like 2
Crazy
repair guys, I
assists
think,
inside
and 1
of his
medic.
vehicle and around his vehicle, repairing that vehicle.
Oh, maybe not
Sure,
even,
they're the
not
top
even,
squad.
because they got
It's
0
funny because our best
revives.
squads
Maybe not
have
even a
actually
medic. I
turned
think that,
by
like all
design
3 of
score, I
these dudes
believe.
were probably
And
just
it's funny
repair
because
guys.
They actually don't have great score. It's just that AG78 cat score drags it up so much that none of the other squads can compete from a score category. But it truly is a team effort, just like to highlight a couple individuals.
Yeah, exactly what the guy is saying. It
I
is
did
literally a
see
team
there,
effort.
Actually, in the squad of 78 Cat, Mao there was very high up on the leaderboard when we took a quick look at it right there in the vehicle destruction category. He was pretty much the highest. I think he had like 82 or something like that.
I'm sure it's the engineer rocket.
Yeah, definitely engineer for sure. So that being backed up by the fact, you know, part of the squad there, you do want your engineers to be on your squad. So that way, if they do end up going down where they're trying to repair your vehicle, they can just spawn back in on you. So great work being done there by the AG
So
squad.
like TXZ, it's taking the communication
easy to
pretty,
distinguish them from the rest of
pretty
them, 'cause
serious.
actually looking at it, on the TL team, they're the only ones with AG in front of the name there. So cool to see that. But again, 1-0 right now in favor of TL. They're going to be on the attack, and this is, I honestly think that TL is a
Alright, so
better
I'm pretty sure they're
team
gonna get the
than
same map going out again.
Get a little bit nervy on you
with
guys at home here. TL, you guys just watched Threshold, maybe for the first time, maybe for the 100th time like us. TL, they're going to start with that helicopter. We kept talking about that whole game
with
defensive side,
attack and
they start with
defense.
that LAV vehicle
So now I think
that
they're gonna be
tries to go
switching
ahead and
sides.
blow up that helicopter. We saw some incredible plays the last time TL played Threshold where they
I get
used
some
their
popcorn. Get that
helicopter
popcorn.
to actually fly all the way to the back of the map where the defense spawns over top of that LAV that's been pestering them the whole game, and basically sent down a strike force of paratroopers with a bunch of like Allura rockets and every single explosive you can think of.
Very well
That
set up
LAV
tournament,
was
so they put some
destroyed
money
as
into
soon
this.
as B1 spawned for them. So keep an eye out for exactly that. That's going to probably happen on the B sector. Watch to see if TXD have prepared for that. The A sector, TL have also used a similar strategy, right? Having somebody jump in that helicopter with the pilot, who's probably going to be 78 Cat. And over top of the palace on Sector A, they actually send, again, a paratrooper down, and they kind of come into the palace on the flank side and try to get in that back hallway that we saw TXD take over. TXD did it from the front side. TL probably going to try to do it from the opposite side.
Yeah, and it's also funny too, you know, it's not always the case. It has been the case where I think 2 out of maybe our 8 teams that at least we noticed, AG-78 Cat is the helicopter operator for his team, which is also the commander that we've been hyping up, right? That does give the team an advantage in some ways because you've got eyes in the skies. He's got a better idea of the entire battlefield without having to hear all of the comms. He's able to communicate to the team very effectively. There are also some limitations with that.
Oh, okay.
AG-78 Cat is on a vehicle on the ground, specifically in those lavs, tank destroyers, or anything in between. So not having him there, we'll have to see some others step up, which will be fun to watch. However, the problem with
the commander doesn't hear any of the commands, but can talk to everyone, I think.
If they do take AG-78 Cat out of the helicopter, oh no, he has to go down to the ground and pick up a lav. Like, you don't want him either place. So it is an interesting conversation. Absolutely want to get that helicopter out of the skies. Frankly, I think mostly you want the helicopter out of the skies.
They got the chopper player to be team commander, which is kind of smart. He's literally got the overview of the entire map.
C becomes a lot more difficult to hold as the defense.
I was just actually thinking about it, Goj. We keep talking about that we know 78 Cat's going to be in the pilot seat there. We have actually yet to see TL on a map that is not one that does not feature a helicopter. They played Ascension. The attack starts off with a helicopter there, and they've played Threshold 2 times now.
Yeah, so that both teams have commander. So what I think what's happening is they have squads of 4 in each team. So there's 5 squads. Each squad can hear each other, but cannot hear all the other squads because that communication will be too much. The commander does have the capability of talk to everyone. So he's calling in the shots. I think he's also the one able to call in all the vehicles. But it's gonna be important to figure out where you put your commander on the map. Like, I think it's actually kind of smart that TXD has their commander up in the sky, but then again, it's hard to get a feel of what's going on the actual ground. So they have the chopper player on TXD is the commander, and the ground vehicle player, the cat guy, is the commander for TL.
But if I know DNI, I know Dead Dog. He's got a lot of respect for both opponents and is pretty willing to fight anybody, I'm sure.
Oh man, still warming up, dude.
The title champion here, DFIW.
Absolutely.
He's locked
One
in.
One of these teams that we see on screen right here are going to have to play back to back. And then if they actually win the second match that we'll see them in,
yeah, 3 in a row,
they're going to have to go again in the championship game, right? So yeah, could potentially see one team play 3 games.
It's almost like you got instructions to like do a fist like that, and then I was like, oh wait, no, don't do it. Don't do it. No. You see the little things they have in their hands? Those are hand warmers, by the way. I had them in the LA event as well.
Again, about to see TL's attack on Threshold, which frankly has been something out of a movie almost ever since.
I'd be stressed with that role as well. Don't put me into that, please. Don't put me into that. Let me just chill.
I wonder what the conversations are between games, you know? We don't get a chance to listen in all the
I would probably just be like a ground medic player or something. I don't know. Maybe an engineer. I think engineer would get too frustrated. Because taking out vehicles is such a big part of this.
We keep using the stage cam, right, looking at all of the players, and I don't see the mouse moving very often, honestly. Seriously, I don't. Like, whenever they're kind of in between these breaks, they are usually not very talkative. Of course, you're like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm looking at this guy right here opened up an absolute incredible yap fest. But yeah, I'm telling you, it almost very, very rarely happens. Gotta keep an eye on it for me, Goes. You'll see what I'm talking about here.
Okay, sure.
Taking a look at the top right. Taking a look at the top right here. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds before we're in the action.
Okay.
A player
got substitutions again.
on the side of TXD, KKN.
How big are these
Now
teams,
gonna be
dude?
joining us on the server. So some adjustments, and I gotta say shout out to everybody involved in this substitution because that was one of the fastest substitutions I think we have seen.
Oh yeah, they're loading in. Yeah, that was very fast.
Yeah.
Usually the player needs like 10 minutes to get settled and get their chair height right and get their armrest correct. I mean, you all know if you're a competitor out there, you know how nuanced things can be about yourself.
I was about to say, you need to get the setup right, yeah.
KKN to hop into the match. Again, substitutions are a fun one. We don't get all the information. Sometimes we do. I gotta say, we've been pretty good about guessing why. But for this one, it's a little bit different. Lil Egg was the helicopter operator. So this is not a helicopter operator substitution, from what I can understand. Obviously, this TXD is moving from the attack to the defense, where they won't have a heli. Sometimes you'll see teams have a designated helicopter operator, and if there's no heli, then they're not in the game, which is pretty fun, but not the case here. Look at AG78 Cat talking to his team before they get started. Position talking as well.
This guy's locked in, dude. Alright, next match starting in 1 minute and 20 seconds. I'm pretty sure it is going to be switching sides right now on Threshold.
TXD headed down to the lower bracket. They cannot hold the onslaught that TL has to offer. Some big decisions here of when to give up points and when to hold. The biggest decision so far
are they going to be locked in?
how aggressive
The TL, I don't know why it says 1-0. I guess they won the match. I guess they won the match. But I think they're going to be playing Threshold again. So if TXD gets further onto the match.
Will be too much from their opponent. Here we go, folks. We are hopping in.
Because they're going to be playing the attack and defense game mode again.
Ready for it. Again, swapping sides. If you haven't seen this before, you're just maybe
yeah. So they're playing Threshold again. They're still in game 1. TL won the first round because Team TXD didn't push all the way through. I think you need to push all the way through in order for it to be an actual point. But I think if it's a draw, it means the team who came further through the map actually wins. So let's say Team TXD takes the first 2 sectors. I think they take the win.
A lot about Threshold. I highly doubt we will see anything different because we have seen so many renditions of this played. But if any team was going to
I think the commentator is a bit sick of Threshold though.
Especially on the attack,
we're playing that a lot.
Would be the team that I would pick. Are they going to return back to how they played this map against DNI? It worked then. That was a 2-0. The attack was very convincing.
Here we go. Loaded into the game. Commanders selected. Operator choices locked in stone. We head into the first point.
Here they go, round 2.
So variable every
gotta lock it in.
matchup. Let's see how variable it is this time around. There's gonna be a lot of the same or a little bit different. Here's the push coming in from the attack. TL could win it all
TL's full sending it.
Grand finals, folks.
TL's full sending it. She instantly breaking up the walls. I like that play.
Tank destroyer aggressively.
That's such a good play.
Looks like TXD know exactly the strategy that TL is going
using the CI-19 right there, I believe.
Trying to pick up some in transition. And that was a great position there. I thought we were about to watch an
yeah, that was a mad flank. That could have been a mad flank.
No, actually picked up off of that head glitch. As you can see here, the fight for the palace is going to commence.
So much fire around.
Is it chaotic? That
really trying to like just. I don't think there's any counterplay to fire, which is kind of smart. You just take control over the sections.
When they were on the attack, but look at this.
Okay, TL already has this. I don't think the first sector is that hard to attack.
Kind of put you in the sight line of a lot of the engineers.
AG78 Cat, by the way, is working for his team.
Now TL just needs to make sure they don't lose too many tickets.
The assault vehicle's gunner position and letting people respawn in the vehicle on the point. Immediately taking it, immediately putting it into the neutral zone. TXD trying to swarm from the bridge position to find an angle that actually gets some kills on the point. It's really not all that close at all. Hardly a green
We're
body.
trying to flank around here, TXC. See, this could be a good play, but they...
But a very fast
Look at that, like, the entire team is moving right. The entire team is moving right.
Push from the bridge, and Tank Destroyer is there to try to play spoiler, but they can't afford to lose.
Oh, look at that.
So nice
If they can destroy the tank here?
Hell no. Somebody shoot this Tank Destroyer, right?
He's got active defense up, so they cannot even shoot it if they would want to.
Picking up all the kills. And after all but conceding the point, TXD make a great push onto
they got it back. TXD actually got it back.
9 medics, by the way, able to
They're defending the sector better than TL did for his game.
Or more something else, you're not getting that many green onto the point. You're able to subside. They were able to stop the bleeding for a moment. Lob actually coming in to throw some shells down range as well. It needs to be careful and keep eyes to the sky. I haven't
might get stuck here. He might get stuck here.
I would assume it should be coming in very, very shortly if it isn't already in the air. This Tank Destroyer may be in a bit of trouble. Still full health with engineers. Keeping pressure onto the point.
Oh, they got it now. They got it. I mean, that was a good try for the flank, though.
See you later. Sector A gone.
The thing right now is that the Team TL just needs to get vehicles as quick as possible if they want to have a good chance of defending.
To the side of TL there.
Or Team TXD.
The Tank Destroyer actually
But they got some more time for that.
For that long and really not take any damage. Those smokes were very, very helpful in that regard. Oak in the LAV.
Oh, you see Cat now is in the chopper.
Cat. Here's going to be the strategy right now. I think they're going to try to do it again. They're going to try to fly the helicopter over top of the LAV and effectively send down a strike force. That being said, it does look like 78 Cat is quite far away. He's trying to find some LOS right now to hide from the LAV, who has a straight sight line that's going to go through.
Oh, that vehicle's trying to...
He's trying to break down the front door of the building so that way he can go ahead and hide.
Yeah,
oh, you see, he's got the two engineers on the side.
There they go. Dropping the parachuters down. Here come the engineers. Can they take this Lov out? Have they been spotted?
They gotta be super quick with this.
High ground position, or just from the skies itself.
Oh, dude. They're trying to get the engineers down on top of the tank and trying to take it out like that. That's insane. That's insane.
They know the script. That Hail Mary not gonna work this time around. But in this process, B1
I think he needs to maybe fly a bit lower for that. I'm kind of surprised it's not. It might be super risky to fly that low, I guess. Alright, they're taking B1 already.
Remember, when the attack pushes all the way over there into the defensive side, as soon as they jump out of the helicopter, they're effectively on a little bit of a timer, right? Because you have overextended into the defensive side of things. So that's why we actually see them go down in the sky, which makes that strategy all the more cool, because they only have that little bit of time to actually use those rockets. Urgent deployment will be called in by 7-8.
They already got B1. Is that B1 captured? Yeah. Team TL is going insane now. Oh, this is what I wanted to see. A little bit of chopper gameplay. Oh, that was a bit short. That was a bit short. Chopper is quite a big play of the team, it seems.
If I saw that correctly. We'll take a look at it here shortly, though. It's definitely possible. Yeah, I just saw AG78 Cat with a gun kill, so I think you are right.
Yeah.
It looks like pilot's been given to Fire Cat, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is a part of his squad.
Picking up kills.
AG78 Cat now on boots on the ground, leading his team into B2. Likely going to pick up a land vehicle here shortly.
Gauche, where's the LAV for the defensive side?
Did we miss it? It must have been from this heli. We must have missed it on the observing. I don't know, but it is gone.
They're already taking B2.
Were we focused on the kill feed and we missed the kill? I don't know, but 777 now getting extremely aggressive onto the point. AG78 Cat, there he is, dropping the respawn beacon.
Cat just dropped the respawn beacon on the objective right there.
Lob down, free range.
Well, it's still alive, dude. That should have been destroyed right there.
Walking through the B sector. We've seen this before on the opposite side of the map.
They don't have vehicles to back them up there, so.
Here at B2 with an urgent deployment of their own. AG78 Cat is yelling at his team about something. I'm not sure what it is. Hands up, getting ready. But here comes the TL Tank Destroyer, finding so much value. 777 making quick work of this defensive pressure.
Oh, yep.
Great work there as well to dodge those mines. He was actually
Yep.
so close to running them over.
Oh,
Did
yep.
not hit any of them. Big Rocket right there is going to follow up his push into the garage and say, listen, you've overextended. We want to make this one hurt. XT77 is surrounded by all red, though. You can see the engineers on the back of the vehicle. They're trying to go ahead and repair it quicker than it is taking damage. So
Oh,
far,
they're defending it again.
It looks like
It's going back and forth.
100 durability, but you want to talk about 100 durability. Look at the B2 sector, the B2 flag. That one was almost in full control of the
Look at
defensive
that,
side
yeah.
of things. But as I say that, XT777 is back on the point. He's picking up kills once again.
777. The man, the myth, the legend, crushing it right now.
Uh-oh, mines.
Holy-
Mines.
Oh, the mines, yep.
And get low and
There we go.
go down.
That was a good play.
From
I think it's like the active defense. There's no counterplay to mines there.
Helicopter in the sky, but that is the only vehicle on the map right now. Maybe a moment to breathe here because of the retake from the defense. They're actually
They're taking
retake
B1 back.
Try to get a moment to breathe before they regain and make another push. They already used
So
those
the
deployment
team
time, so they are
what team
scrambling
TXD
right
is
now,
trying to take
trying to figure out
B1
how
back.
to hold the sector a little while
They're
longer.
gonna, well, the chopper's already going for it there.
Because that is a dangerous one. Land CS, aim Bobo. Osui on the same squad.
I think there's Slaymores in this game, dude.
Absolute frightening squad.
Maybe not as good as
Battlefield
Battlefield 6, but
towards that off of B2. As you can see right now, the flood being back allowed by TXD.
freaking scary.
Does that tug of war, right? Some of
It's
the
20
members
versus
from
20.
CL have had to go back to T or to B1. Yeah.
I don't think they're that
Now,
overpowered.
still
No, no, no.
vehicles available
You got to
on
be
the
very
side.
good with the
TXD
chopper
on
in
the
order
defense,
to
and the vehicles are just
like play well
rolling
with it.
into B2 for
You have to play
TL.
super well with the chopper in
Yeah,
order
this
to
is
be
the right
effective.
strategy
Otherwise,
for the
it's just going to
defense. Let's see
be
if it actually pays off. They were able
a
to.
tricky
They lost
vehicle.
B2 for a
Team
moment. They
TXD
did
is
take
playing it
B1.
smarter, by the way.
Go retake B1 as the attacking. Because of that, the defense has been able to restabilize. Really well executed. This is a very classic strategy. on
They're
the
not
defensive
giving this
team.
away.
The problem with the strategy, unfortunately, is it's not going to work ad nauseum because of the vehicle advantage from the attacking side. They can actually trade out with their infantry a little bit as long as they can stay alive. That is NTPP trying to play
See,
spoiler.
it's like kind of
up top.
they take B1. Oh, they're taking both flags now. B2 is completely red now. Yeah.
Look at where some of the defensive players are respawning. There's a strike team going to B1 trying to replicate success. They just had a moment ago. I don't think they're going to be able to do it because of the vehicle advantage.
Yeah, the
Very well
B2,
executed
okay.
attack to be able to step out,
Basically,
push, get
that's a
advantage,
win
and
for.
use it to maximum effectiveness. B sector goes
Yeah,
down.
they're right,
We're
there you
headed
go.
to the C sector.
I think
Maximum
TL now
lives.
has definitely won game one. I don't know if they still need
All as a
to
result of
push,
how dominant TL are when it comes to
the
those
next sector.
vehicles. We didn't even see it. We don't even know what happened. How did defense lose their only hook to go ahead and hold B2? LAB seemingly just disappeared off of the map. Now Firecat is well aware of what his objectives to be. It's going
There
to be
it
to
is.
destroy the vehicle respawn that comes in here for the defensive side.
The chopper's instantly going on the
Tries to make the run. He does do about 60% of the HP. I saw one of the paratroopers jump out of the helicopter. He's going to try to go ahead and steal it, actually, but hits the ground.
He was trying to steal it, no way. That one of the engineers in the chopper is like jumping down.
And I think it's just a hair slow on the straight
It is wild, dude. You should see the setups. You should see the setups they're on. The setups are actually kind of insane. Like, it's literally 20 setups all next to each other.
That is something that we've seen actually a couple times.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the chopper's overpowered, but in competitive Delta Force, the chopper's a huge help.
This is still a playable game.
Where he jumped out of the chopper to steal their vehicle. I think what he could have done is he jumped out and then he needs to grab it mid-air.
Very well done from Nail 2G there to sniff that out yet again.
It doesn't really, well,
I
guess it does matter if they die.
It does pay off at the end of the game.
Yeah, again, we saw TL do that
Bird
exact
Press
same thing.
Catus
They
is
dropped
kind of good in
paratroopers
any
on the
vehicle.
top of C2 in their last dominant victory on the attacking side. They're continuously trying to do the same thing, but honestly, TXD is doing a great
Team
job putting
TL
them
is
down. Finally, a couple of them do land, but we'll have to see.
is already going for flank on.
As they think it is going
See, they got
to
the spawn
Yeah, this is
beacon
actually a
down
really good
now.
play there. Everybody's
Holy
respawn
crap! Yeah, they're
down.
already Team
Some
TXD is already
immediate
like a
sniffed
step
out
behind
and
now.
executed from TXD as well. They're communicating aggressively. As a reminder, you got Commander in comms with all of the squad captains.
So they're already on C1.
Is being spammed to everybody.
Choppers
So
is
this
like
a
big
really
spawn
nice
points.
Play. It's a play that's worked on other teams. It's not working on TXD, but what it is doing is giving the attack more room to work on the map. Legacy, welcome back. It's been a while since I've seen your name. Wins out the train and it's indoors. TXD holding on.
Yeah, TL, they thought they were going to have a giant opportunity to push right there.
The tank flanking around, dude, it is so much more strategic than I thought it was going to be. Because 20 versus 20, it's hard to have like a like competitive flow going, because there's so much happening. But there's actually quite a lot of strats going. I think it's mainly because you have that one commander. What's the compare? So they're playing warfare right now. It's basically attack and defense. They go through the map by trying to take sectors. The attacking team and the defending team is basically stopping that from happening, or trying to stop that from happening. So they're on the very last sector. If Team TL takes this, they've won the map.
Difference maker for this team. The amount of times we said Legacy's names in other matches has been innumerable, but in this matchup has been pretty quiet until now. Watch out for Legacy, and this tank destroyer could play for some.
Sorry guys, it was an early one for me today. This started at 6 AM for me.
Yeah, once again, that position there up on the crane is super strong, but the fact that this heli is in the skies, they're able to go ahead and suppress that position almost entirely. And you want to talk about suppression, C1 is now in full control.
Team TXD does have a vehicle on C2. I don't see a vehicle on Team TL anymore.
For 13 minutes, and we are already on.
They're calling it another vehicle. If it doesn't get stolen, though.
Trying to get a vehicle online by calling in C2.
Yeah, so the defending team has gotten enough points so they can call in these vehicles.
Yeah, this is a big take here. AG78 Cat has marked C1, I believe, for either the take or the hold. Likely a hold here. So net this extra score after about 2 minutes or so. Nice play just to make sure that
it's gonna be an awkward sector though to play with a vehicle, but it's making it work.
C sector with a maximum amount of lives, which I'm not sure we've seen a lot of teams be able to do. That did just
they lost it quickly. They lost C1 very quickly. They had a chopper flying in. The player in the chopper put down a spawn beacon, instantly squad on C1 while the other team is just watching their base. You get the flank going like instantly.
TXD have a fighting chance. The window of opportunity to make it straight to the grand finals without dropping a match starting to slip out of their grasp.
Yeah, that's why I would hate to play as an engineer. I think we get so frustrating.
I would say their plan is obvious, and of course it is. It's seeming that they only have one left, and that's going to be to bunker down on C2. But the attack is well aware of that. They're trying to go ahead and
there's still 144 tickets left. It's a good amount.
Extremely hard to blow up, right? You're not going to have help from the skies, that helicopter, because it is all indoors over there. And the infantry find it very hard to make this rotation as well, right? The jump across the bridge is usually one that helps you find your demise. And as I said, that 78 Cat on the C2 right now. One of the vehicles on the defensive side actually went down sometime during that push. Now, Legacy, he wants to get involved. He's in the tank destroyer. He's the only thing standing for TXD that can help them hold this one down. He's very low, but he is picking up the kills. He's trying to find.
Alright, so they're taking C2 now. They can take down the vehicles. Yeah, that's insane.
Destroys the last
remaining
vehicle. The last remaining
yeah, the vehicle's going down.
Need to hold down this sector.
This is a perfect example of how to use your advantages effectively. They're willing to trade out vehicles when they have more than their opponent. Obviously put up a great fight, a great effort. The problem is just didn't have enough backup because of the amount of value we're finding with the infantry on the ground from the TL side. So much.
Yeah, the points are very important though, mainly because the you can call them the vehicles that way, right? And vehicles are like the biggest advantage you can get in this. Then again, if you manage to destroy the vehicles, it's kind of game over. I think they're fully sending that vehicle right there. You see, the vehicle got destroyed before it hit the ground. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Are they calling it another vehicle? Chopper instantly on it. It's kind of hard to hit the vehicle though with the chopper, I think.
They know their vehicles are the only way back into this for TXT. The urgent deployment is now called in by the defensive side.
It does take a while for them to take the objective. Like capturing a point does take quite a long time. They get a lot of time to try and make some moves. And taking back C1, kind of. C2, yeah, CG.
It's back, it's fourth, but it's all TL at the end of the day. They prove it once again. It may be Ascension, it may be Threshold 2 times, but 3-0 in their matches. They find themselves in the championship game.
That was good. That was well played. All right, so that first map goes to Team TL. They're gonna play Threshold again for game 2. If it's a tie, then they're moving over to the next game.
Some individual highlights, but a team victory. That felt so free.
Some counter strategy from TXT. Great preparation.
What up, Troy? Watching the grand finals of Delta Force.
On the attack side. But when those plans failed,
it's 20 versus 20 competitive. Yeah, you see the setups? Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Let's take a look at the highlights, though. Obviously started hot on point A. And I think for both of these teams, they were maybe willing to give away point A or not invest too much.
Yeah, the first point is hard. Like, I think on that first point, you just want to burn as many tickets as you can, but it's not going to be that many.
Most of the main strategies that TL usually uses to get an advantage were sniffed out. We didn't see that strike force end up paying off.
See who's the MVP player.
That loss still eventually go down. And again, anytime you leave a helicopter, do whatever it wants, it almost always makes a huge impact on the map. We saw finally some anti-tank mines find some value.
The mines,
but still,
I think
even with a nice
could almost be a bigger value, you know.
Going over and trading out for B1.
Because the active defense,
and they just didn't have enough
you cannot use rockets anymore to the vehicles. But if you have mines, that always works. And the vehicles do play extremely aggressive.
But I don't know about 180 lives long, max amount of lives, and they hardly needed half of them to take both of these sectors. They had vehicle advantages, they won almost every single trade, and they were able to just put boots on the point much faster than the defense. Very well executed from TL. They look near perfect. They look so systematic while also being able to adapt. They're the best team here on paper. We'll see what they're able to do in the grand finals a little bit later from now.
Absolutely.
They're doing competitive scene. Yeah, they've been doing competitive scene. Let's see. Cat got MVP again. Again. NTPP didn't get that many kills this time.
Let me tell you something. XD 777, an absolutely incredible performance.
You see, the top 2 players are, I think, vehicle players, and the number 3 on Team TL is actually an infantry player. As far as I'm aware, that's pretty mad. Getting 38 kills on infantry, that's really good. Like, all top fraggers are usually the vehicle players.
Pushing vehicles back, zoning off areas, dropping parachuters down. That's how much value you can really see from the helicopter. And big shout out to 777 there. Like you said, 50 kills, 777, kind of the second in command when it comes
I think
to
we got a little break again.
Scale,
Like what, like a
see
5-minute break?
5-10
5-10-minute break, and then they're hopping back
doing a
into
really good job
game
with
number
full
2.
roster.
I think they're
Stay
playing the second
composed,
map
but
again.
also stay fiery. AG78 Cat, if you saw that something was going wrong, he got
Oh wait, they're
active
taking
for a
their setup
moment.
with them.
Let's take a
Look at
at
that
the
case
overall
he
team
has for
stats.
his
Again, solid numbers across the board.
for his
Not
keyboard.
a crazy amount to write home about because frankly, this is a very one-sided map.
Yeah, exactly. Very quick indeed.
Oh, they're taking their entire
Not
setup
the
with them. Look at
final
that.
look towards the time that took, but I believe it was around 15 to 16 minutes. So, yeah, definitely a very fast one. No surprise that is how long it took TL again.
Multiplayer
So
just for
strong
today.
on the attack. Of
We're
course,
on
you know,
the-
we did
we're
take
on the
defend
MP.
as well. But you really get to see how it's all broken down, how the team maneuvers around the map.
Wave to the camera.
And they are on that offensive side of things. Now, I guess goes for us.
a lot of some people have like really like good cases, and
They're
then
gonna be
this
headed down
dude's
to
just
lower
wrapping
bracket.
it up
They're
in the
not done
mouse
yet. They're actually
pad.
gonna be right back on stage here shortly,
Yep.
having to go back to back and talk about a momentum killer, man. You go in at a perfect tournament. You're doing a fantastic job. You skip yesterday based on your success. You go straight into the winners finals, and then you get blown out.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a huge hurt. And you're going down to play DNI, which is a great team. But let's take a look at our MVP. I think we know who it is. There he is on your screen on the left. AG78 Cat, I can only imagine, is going to be our MVP, not only for last game, but also for this game, which means he is the MVP.
Roy, thanks for the
the
$2,
match.
dude.
Really well done from this commander. A team effort, but able to execute the plan near perfectly and adapt when you need to. Vehicle kill, 32 kills, 26K plus score. Great job.
Yeah.
Great job.
Showing flexibility as well. Hopping in and out of the pilot seat constantly throughout that game. Hopping in those assault vehicles constantly.
A little bit confused because I
Making
think
sure
they're
that
playing
those
another map. But I don't know if they're
respawn
just
beacons for
taking
the
a long
entire
break
team were down
or
and put into good
if that's a
positions. At
change
one point
setup.
during one of those attacks on the B2. I saw the
CXZ
beacon
against
right in the
DNI.
middle of the point,
Are they
so
playing that
found it
now?
nice,
Do you
so
know
it's,
that?
Great work there by 78 Cat. No surprise, and somehow, some way,
Oh,
78 Cat's
XZ77,
gotten to be a part of the best
top
squad,
player.
but no surprise to see it's going to be XD777 is going to be a part of the squad that does take the reigning best squad. Firecat as well, you know, getting some recognition again.
Look
you
at
know,
the assists there from both of these two players in the middle.
incredible.
Adi has been top assist, by the way, in the entire
For the support for it, thank you, man.
competition. Really cool stuff. We're getting a nice celebration here
There you go.
because TL Tang Long has made it to the grand finals. They get a chance to take a break in this best matchup and see who their competition will be for the final match of the day.
Oh, there you go.
Just
Okay,
a
they're
couple
taking a
hours
break and then
time,
they got to
folks.
find a
We've
match.
got a live audience. We've got a bunch of noisemakers, some inflatables, getting
Another
loud.
game, right,
It feels
okay.
like with the hometown team already out of the competition, falling in the 4th, 5th category, it feels like hometown is now, I suppose, TL. I don't know. It's kind of been back and forth with the audience to see which side they're cheering on. Like I said before, I think just like us, they want to see good games.
Yeah.
That was a good one. It just unfortunately, I don't mean to be mean, it wasn't that close.
yeah, that's how it goes.
I
when you
mean,
got TL up
Team
there on
TXZ
the
did pretty
stage.
well. I think it
Very
was
hard to go
closer
ahead
than
and
expected.
pick up or put up a
Team
good
TXZ
fight.
had
Excited to
good
hear from one of their
opportunities there.
players very, very shortly. But like we said, now TXD, our next match of the day, they're going to be going up against DNI in the lower bracket. Stay tuned for that in a little bit.
Yeah, and I'll be really interested to hear from, I assume, our commander down on the stage. We've got an amazing host down there, Tal with an interview from
I got the interview
winning
going.
Team TL. So pumped about this one, folks. Let's listen in, and then we'll be back for another match. Let's head down.
One of it's gonna be in English or in Chinese.
Xin chào, hãy cùng chúng tôi quay trở lại với sân
Yeah,
khấu
well,
lớn
there
để
you go.
cùng đến ngay với phần phỏng vấn sau trận đấu và chúc mừng cho chiến thắng của Thăng Long khi họ đã chính thức trở thành đội tuyển đầu tiên bước vào trận chung kết tổng. Và bây giờ hẳn là commander của đội tuyển Thăng Long, đó là AG78 Cats, cũng đang có rất nhiều cảm xúc để chia sẻ với chúng ta khi họ vẫn đang giữ chuỗi trận bất bại tính đến thời điểm này. Bởi vậy mà hãy cùng
Is
chúng tôi
that
tìm
huge
hiểu
in
rõ hơn
Asia
trong
and
phần phỏng vấn này nhé.
in China
We are heading
and
back
Hong
to the
Kong?
stage, and congratulations to Thăng Long for becoming the very
all the
first
teams from
team
Southeast
to advance
Asia.
to the grand final match. such an amazing performance and
Oh, wow.
deserved victory. We will
This
say that
casually
they
flips
have
the English
remained
right there.
an undefeated record until this time in this journey. Such an amazing performance. And now, standing next to me, welcome back to the stage again, the team's commander, AZ78 Cat, and let's hear what the winner have to say with us.
Wow, okay,
Xin
casual.
chào AZ78 Cat, Ni hao. Không biết là lúc này thì cảm xúc của bạn như thế nào khi đã trở thành đội tuyển đầu tiên bước thẳng vào trận chung kết tổng.
How do you feel becoming the very first team to step into the grand final?
Oh, they got live translations.
已经成为了第一个队伍进入总决赛。那你们现在的感受如何？可以分享一下吗？你们已经成为了第一个队伍进入总决赛。那你们现在的感受如何？可以分享一下吗？
也是不出所料啊，也是成功的以2-0的战绩拿下了对手。
Well, they got live translations. Hello, 2 rounds to go, indeed.
我在第一场
Balls
的
well.
采访就是这么说的，我也是不能欺骗大家，在总决赛，我也会以这种成绩，以碾压的技术，让大家记住腾龙。
Trong phần trả lời phỏng vấn trước đó thì tôi cũng đã từng nói là chúng tôi sẽ cố gắng chiến thắng với tỷ số 2-0 để tiến vào trận chung kết và bây giờ chúng tôi đã làm được điều đó.
Sounds like even
Đến
multiple
trận chung
languages
kết
now.
thì chúng tôi cũng sẽ cố gắng giữ vững thành tích này.
In the previous interview, I had said that we would try our best to win with the score 2-0, and now at this moment we did it. We hope that we could keep that stability into the grand final match.
Phải là một tinh thần rất tuyệt vời và một sự tự tin rất lớn đến từ Thanh Long đúng không ạ? Vậy thì theo đội trưởng thì trong trận đấu vừa qua, đâu là cái điểm mạnh lớn nhất của đội tuyển của bạn mà đã
Woke up 5:30 for this, Arturo.
As a commanders,
It's
what do you
this
think
is taking
would
place
is the
in Asia,
strongest
so it's like
points
it's probably
that you have
afternoon for them,
made
so something
during
like
the
that,
match?
late afternoon.
刚才的那场比赛，你觉得你们队伍最
We woke up early, but we'll be on time for today's stream, that's for sure.
体现在哪个方面？
在第一把的防守方的时候 ，TXD 的步兵的实力也是非常的强劲，速推了我们的 A 点。但在 B 点的时候，我们已经够积分，成功的叫出步战车的时候，敌方的小鸟直升机来进行一波骚扰，也是成功的有巡飞弹进行击杀，并且让我们载具稳住了整个 B 点的据点。
Trying to understand why there's. I think we have. The one on the right is asking the questions, and then when the one on the left is English translations. One on like the middle right is being like interviewed, and I don't know what she's doing. Unless this is a different language.
We were facing a very strong competitors during the match, and in the very first location, we've been struggling a little bit, but after all, we were working well together, and finally we got what we imagined, and we what we deserve to be the winner.
Vâng, họ vẫn luôn đánh giá cao đối thủ của mình, mỗi đối thủ mà họ đang đối mặt. Thế nhưng rõ ràng thì tính đến thời điểm này, phong độ của Thăng Long là đang rất hủy diệt. Các bạn đang sở hữu một chuỗi trận bất bại. Vậy thì bước tới trận đấu cuối cùng, bạn có cảm thấy áp lực chút nào không?
Your team were unbeatable. You have a winning streak. Coming up to the grand final, what do you have? What is your strategy, or what do you plan for?
那成龙队一直以来都是战胜队的。那进入总决赛，你们会不会遇到压力？
Watching the Delta Force finals.
从这次比赛的最开始的第一轮到现在的总决赛，每一轮都让我有非常大的压力，因为8大赛区能来到现场的所有队伍都不是等闲之辈，我们都会以对方最强的实力去跟对面进行在赛场上的对抗，我们也将以决赛。 我们会打出更加亮眼的操作，拿下冠军。
Từ trận đấu đầu tiên cho đến bây giờ,
Oh,
thì
right.
chúng tôi
Okay,
đã
okay.
gặp rất nhiều đối thủ mạnh.
Middle-
Nhưng mà sau tất cả thì chúng tôi vẫn
I was about to say, because I could hear the middle one is like from.
Nhưng mà đến với trận chung kết thì chúng tôi
Like
vẫn
it's a
sẽ cố
different
gắng để
language
cống
than the
hiến
others.
cho tất cả mọi người nhiều màn
It
đấu
was hard
tốt
to
nhất.
like
From the very
really
first
know.
match that we have been facing so many strong competitors in this competition, but after all, we are trying our best. From match to match, we are winning and winning. And for the grand final, we are going to give out 100% of our energy to give all of the audiences here for the really, really amazing matches.
Chắc chắn đây sẽ là một trong những lời hứa rất đáng chờ đợi, đặc biệt là với những fan hâm mộ của Tanglong, và hãy cùng chúc cho họ sẽ tiếp tục mạnh mẽ ở trong trận đấu cuối cùng, bởi họ vẫn đang chứng minh cho chúng ta rằng họ chính là ứng cử viên rất nặng ký cho chức vô địch năm nay. Once again, congratulations to your win, your wow deserved victory today, and we do believe that you are making a statement that you guys are one of the serious contenders for this championship with your destructive power until this time. So good luck for you in the grand final. Thank you so much for the interview. Và các bạn khán giả thân mến, như vậy là chúng ta đã khép lại trận thi đấu đầu tiên nhanh thắng và tìm ra được cái tên đầu tiên bước vào trận chung kết tổng. Một lần nữa xin được chúc mừng cho Thăng Long. Còn ngay sau đây thì trận đấu mang tính chất quyết định tấm vé cuối cùng vào chung kết tổng giữa DNI và Tuxedo NXG cũng sẽ diễn ra trong một ít phút nữa. Bởi vậy mà đừng đi đâu cả, chúng tôi sẽ quay trở lại ngay. Ladies and gentlemen, the next coming match will be a decisive match between DNI and Tuxedo NXG. Are you curious about the result? Stick around, we will be right back in just a few minutes.
Alright, so... okay. Well, is that gonna be the second match? Will that be the second match? Starting up Delta first, by the way. Oh wait, so Team TL has won now. Have they won one? No caffeine, no caffeine. No. Second, guys, trying to figure out. Alright, I mean... Now they're saying that the grand final is in 4 hours. All the claimers, all the chat, I'm trying to figure it out. Alright, so yeah, the big final is in 4 hours. We're gonna be missing out on that. Wait, let me update the donuts. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be switching it up. Well, let me get the timer running in case it start a bit sooner. We'll be playing some Delta Force for the next 30 minutes. And after that, I'll take a small, like, 30-minute break, and then we hop back on the regular stream. I'm kind of curious what the game plays like right now. I'm actually kind of curious. Wait, is there audio for you guys? Why is there no? Oh. There you go. There you go. Oh god. Skynet upgraded the global situation spiral. Oh, there's so many things. The balance of power is swinging. It's time to strike back and take the offensive. Wait, let me. How do I enter the settings? Oh, there you go. Hold up, just talking to Neon. Neon's doing a stream as well, he's a bit confused.
I'll take care of everything.
Alright. I thought that was the grand finals, but then it wasn't. You don't drink? I haven't drunk. I haven't. No. Well, it's not like I avoid it, but I don't really drink it that often now.
Havoc's forces have seized control of this desert, setting up checkpoints and ambushing vehicles to steal supplies, turning the area into a war zone. Today, we show them the true meaning of force. Your orders are clear. Break through their lines.
All right, I haven't played this in a while. It's been a long time.
Weapons ready. You're approaching the first objective now. Missiles incoming. Find cover.
Oh, my sensitivity. Oh, the vehicle, dude. You know what it is? The vehicle's actually like extra scary now because of the because of the tournament. Alright, hey, starting with a kill is pretty huge. We take that, we take that. We take that. Team MXQ taking the sector. You totally clickbaited the whole thing. I mean, look, I have followed instructions, alright? Oh, you're revived, dude? And we're back down. Oh my god. What? And we're back revived. Oh, I forgot that was the thing in this game. You can get like kind of infinite revives. I found a game quick, by the way, this morning. I like it. That's not good. This is not good. I have grenades on left on the D-pad. My button layout on this game is a bit
Overload activated.
It's interesting.
Allied troops neutralizing objective Bravo 2. We've sustained heavy losses, but we must push forward.
Oh, that guy was staring at the wall. There's a guy prone right there. Okay. Game feels quite a bit better than last time I played it. I'll say that. I will say that.
Target down.
Oh, that's the new operator, dude! God dang it.
Continue the attack.
Yeah, defeat one rocket, yeah.
We will restore order. Enemy attempting to regroup. We must capture
Enemy
the
attempts to
sector.
regroup. We can actually watch a bit of the second game. I think Luna's still in the game. I think Luna's still in the game. The free wall hacks. You can climb up this, I believe. There you go. Running speed is quite something. I think we should be good there. Right? Yeah. Look at that timing. The game definitely feels a whole lot better on the controller than it did before. Oh. Right. Can I flank around this?
Strike out.
I've been playing on a lower FOV for the past week, so it's kind of weird to play on max FOV again. I kind of should lower that.
Charlie 2. Strengthen the offensive.
I'm gonna give up.
They've nowhere else to run. Final push.
Oh man. Oh, teammate. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, dude. That ain't gonna work. Oh, wait. Yes, and then SMG 45, the absolute meta. The meta of the meta. Can you bunny hop on this? No, I don't think you can. It's not letting me, at least.
One objective left. You're almost there.
Come on.
Objective Charlie 1 secured. Beware of enemy attack.
They definitely made good improvements to controller. I'll say that.
Objective Charlie 1 is under attack.
Last time I played it, the game didn't feel that great on controller. It was the first ever time they were creating a game on controller. They have made some good improvements to it. You can actually kind of aim. We'll open the scoreboard. Ah, right. Right. The super death bomb. The super death bomb. And we're taking it here. Oh, I don't have a button layout to call in the super death bomb. I don't think I have the points as well, by the way, so it's no biggie. It's no biggie. Can I? Yep, there you go.
Victory in sight. They can't hold much longer.
That's a tank. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Dude, I got instant beam by it as well. That was ridiculous. I don't have the points for it. I don't have the button layout set to it as well. I don't think I have enough points. The next match is starting in 8 minutes. We'll watch it. We can watch the first game of the next match. I think it's TXD versus DNI. The losers bracket, I think. Oh, you gotta hold it in this, right. Oh my, oh, it's a tank. This tank is farming, by the way. Holy crap. Yeah, it's top fragger. That's what I expected. That's what I expected. That tank's going at it.
Capture the last sector. We're going to win this.
We're going to win this. I'm trying.
Green incoming.
Oh, you only got one. Oh wait, I need to. Right. I remember.
Roger that. Artillery barrage.
Ah, that timing was so fortunate. Yeah. We'll switch to the regular stream in in 30 minutes. I'm ending the stream. And then I'll take like a 30-minute break. Actually gonna get a little bit of breakfast. I woke up early today, so I know I'm gonna get hungry at some point. Oh, there's the big rocket, by the way. So instantly, no, that doesn't. I know this building can get destroyed, but I think it needs like 2 or 3 rockets.
Take it down. The enemy is attacking.
We take small break.
Smoke screen incoming.
Yeah, it's gonna go right on the points. Or is that a friendly one?
The enemy stashes out and their last objective is within sight. Take it down. We have taken control of a critical objective. Press the attack.
Oh, I just noticed him being prone there. Oh, now that point is destroyed, I think. He's still prone there, isn't he? GG. GG.
Operation accomplished. Solid day's work.
Ah, that's not bad. That was not bad. Alright. It's gonna start in 5 minutes again. We'll switch back. Well, we can watch game 1. And after that, we take a break. Let me put the sound on again. We take a small break. Put it in. It's 5 minutes, right? Let's actually put up some gameplay for the next 5 minutes. It's gonna be a bit more interesting, I think. Okay, chat. I'll be right back. I'll be right back in 5 minutes. I'm gonna watch the next game. I mean, that was pretty good timing. Well, let me... There we go. All right. 20 seconds. Wasn't this the same? I swear this was the same song playing during the game I was just playing, wasn't it? All right.
Chào mừng các bạn đã cùng quay trở lại với những diễn biến tiếp theo trong ngày thi đấu cuối cùng hôm nay, nơi mà chúng ta đã chứng kiến tấm vé đầu tiên bước vào trận chung kết tổng, đó chính là Thăng Long, và đội tuyển còn lại đó
Yeah, I think that's no wait, they're in between the two setups now actually. I think.
Nơi mà DNI đang chờ sẵn.
Thăng Long became the first team to qualify for the finals, and Toxic NSG will go to the lower bracket to face DNI.
Vậy thì còn chần chờ gì nữa? Ngay bây giờ chúng ta sẽ cùng chuẩn bị đến ngay với trận đấu giữa hai đội tuyển thứ hai trong ngày hôm nay, và đây sẽ là trận đấu quyết định đến tấm vé cuối cùng bước vào trận chung kết tổng.
Guys, are you
The one
ready?
on the right
for
is
the next
wearing
match?
some mad heels, by the way. He's like 3 inches taller because of it.
Sẽ bước ra sân khấu một đội tuyển có hành trình kỳ diệu tại giải đấu năm nay, DNI.
And ladies and gentlemen, now let's welcome the team that had an amazing journey in this year's tournament, DNI!
Oh, I got a female on their team. That's the first one, isn't it? Full team stacked up.
Vươn lên từ nhánh thua, DNI đã từng bước đứng dậy và vượt qua áp lực sân nhà của Rapid Lo-Fi để vượt qua những khoảnh khắc sinh tử. Cuối cùng trở lại bằng bản lĩnh và niềm tin. Họ đã mang đến cho khán giả những trận đấu giàu cảm xúc, và ngay lúc này, dưới sự dẫn dắt của Commander Deaddog, DNI đã đứng trước cánh cửa cuối cùng để hành trình chinh phục đỉnh cao của họ tại Televox.
Oh, 40 versus 40 thing is mad.
Sẽ có một giấc mơ được thực hiện. Liệu câu chuyện cổ tích có thể được viết tiếp? Hãy cùng chờ đón đội tuyển DNI.
Rising from the losers bracket,
Probably guy with that.
DNI has climbed the back up, overwhelming homeland pressure from Rapid Lo-Fi, navigating life or death situations, finally winning their strengths back. And now, under the leadership of their commander Deaddog, DNI stands at the final threshold on their journey to conquer this tournament. Can this miracle from the loser bracket continue? Can DNI complete this
A miracle from the loser bracket. I don't know if it sounds like a compliment there.
Once again, welcome DNI.
Yeah, Arturo, thank you for the donation. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. We've been on the grind. We've been on the grind. We still got the full lengthy Battlefield 6 streaming coming, by the way. Don't worry. Don't worry. This is just on top of the regular stream. Thanks for the support, Ben.
Và hãy cùng chào đón đội tuyển thứ hai góp mặt trong trận đấu này, Tuxedo NXG. Dù phải nhận thất bại ở trận đấu vừa qua, hành trình của họ vẫn chưa dừng lại, khi đây là thời khắc để họ đứng dậy mạnh mẽ hơn. Và với vai trò đầu tàu, Commander rất đáng tin cậy dẫn dắt toàn đội hướng thẳng đến trận chung kết. Hãy cùng chờ đón sự thể hiện
I love
của
they still need to get their
Tuxedo
setups
NXG
going. They
ngày
might
hôm nay.
actually.
Despite their recent defeat, their journey is far from over. It's their time to rise stronger with their commander leading the team straight to the grand finals.
Và ngay sau đây, không để cho các bạn chờ đợi lâu hơn nữa, chúng ta sẽ cùng
I don't think these guys can get back into the finals, right? Or it looks like this is a fight for third place. I'm not 100% sure.
Everybody, let's take a look at their performance at this amazing tournament.
Welcome back, folks, to DFIW. It is grand
Thank you very
finals
much.
day, and it is time for the lower bracket finals. We just saw
Oh, we
TFT
might see the
taken
layout
down
right now.
by TL, but now they've got a chance to get a bit of revenge and go back into the championship to get their final revenge if they're able to take down DNI. DNI, though, a very good team.
I think if they win this, it might still be in the
confused by
finals.
the fact that DNI is in the lower bracket. On paper, DNI, a top 3 team, obviously, maybe top 2. We'll see here in a moment.
Yeah, exactly. The cool thing about both of these teams is that both of them have now been put into the lower bracket by TL. So this is going to be awesome to see how these two teams stack up against one another. I personally am feeling like it's going to be pretty close.
I think it's going to be very close. I think both of these rosters are very talented. They've got some star players on them. However, one thing I will say is both of these rosters are very systematic. I think it's going to come down to whoever adapts the best going into this competition. Here we go, though, folks. As a reminder about what's all has been happening today. This is day 4. We have been here for 4 full days with a crazy
Oh, right. So this next team is also fighting for a chance at the
ultimate best of 3.
the grand
Dead Dog
final.
and Idol versus Tuxedo in XG. They did just get taken down 2-0 by TL. TL will be waiting in the
Okay, that
grand
makes
finals
sense.
for the
That makes
winner
sense.
of this matchup. And of course, that grand finals best of 3 will be right after this. But for now, we got to figure out who's playing for that top spot and who's going home in 3rd. As a reminder of how this all works, it's going to be a best of 3. The judge will randomly roll a map. Let's just hope it's not Threshold. We've seen it so many times. However, when that map is rolled,
We've seen it so many times. He's
He's
tired of Threshold, dude.
Finally trade 1-1 and go to game
So they
2.
basically only play one map if necessary.
Entirety, you can see them on your screen
There are
right
some
now.
ties,
The
I
simple
guess.
Version is if you do better than your opponent, you're going to have an advantage in the selection of what either map or what side, attack or defend, that you want to be on for that final game 3 to win the match.
Oh, here we
We've been talking
go.
about bracket,
This is what I
we're down
needed.
to our final 3 teams, back against the wall, loser goes home.
As you guys can see, man,
Right.
a lot of warfare over the past couple of days, and this is where it currently stands. Awaiting all the way over there on the right is going to be TL against DNI versus
Oh, that kind of makes sense.
Here, DNI have
It could be
4 games
TXD
now.
versus
Little
TL
Belt
again.
Will be their 5th, so pretty intense run here for the guys. Remember, we were kind of talking about earlier how TL and TXD both had yesterday off.
TL is literally has gone undefeated.
2 games yesterday actually be where they are right now.
I mean, they had a pretty close game versus NXD, I'll say that, to be honest. They had a pretty close game.
Yeah, we got to talk predictions. We got to talk about this matchup, and in particular, we got to talk about the fact that chat, you and I went perfect last match. So let's see what we do this time around. Vivid, it's weird, man. We're starting to agree as we get deeper into this competition. We're both saying 2-1 going into this one. I'll be curious to see what chat says. As a reminder, you can vote in
2-1.
chat if you think
So
DNI is
they're both guessing DNI is gonna win this one.
just by typing in the chat.
Yeah, undefeated, like completely. So every time if they lose a game, they get put in a losers bracket, but they still get a shot at like pushing through the final, which I kind of like that system.
Very well at kind of maintaining
It also, like, in case you have a bad game as a losing team, it gives you a shot at. It always gives you a second shot, you know. So I think that's quite nice.
This could go either which way depending on what map is actually pulled here. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason,
We got a cool setup here, by the way. You see, it's behind the face cam. There's like a little building behind the face cam, which is literally like a compound for the team.
They have battled the most throughout the course of this competition. They've played the most games, and they've done it in a pretty fantastic fashion. Yes, they lost 0-2 to TL earlier in the upper bracket, but I want to remind everybody about that match if you missed it. It was actually very close in the second game. Obviously, we've got some amazing fans and some amazing cosplayers out in the audience. And like I said before, the Hometown Heroes may be out of the competition top 4.
They were literally cosplaying some of the outfits from the game. What the heck? Okay.
More intensity. I think first and foremost, Dead Dog, he's in the name. He's a great commander. He's been doing everything right. Talk to me about a couple other individual stars from this roster.
Yeah, you were kind of asking me why I think DNI are going to win this. I can point out I can actually point out 2 squads. I could really just point out all 20 of them, but Saragen, Stax, Styx, and Artyom, specifically Artyom, will be putting on an absolute blender. Their kill count will be very, very high at the end of this match. I can almost guarantee it. And I was kind of hyping up
I want to watch it
for how they're going to be playing the vehicles. There is a squad on DNI with one of those star players over there that is very good at destroying.
We got a regular stream going in later as well, so I kind of want to have a small break for that. We'll see when this is going to start. Otherwise, if you guys, by the way, want to continue watching this, I put a link in the pinned comment, because I'll be switching to the regular stream very soon. If you want to continue watching this, there's a pinned comment with literally a link to the stream that I'm watching right now. What up, Ian? How's it going?
Really good commander, really great job from this entire roster.
This might still take a while. So wait, I'm on live right now.
If you erase that match from your brain, you would think, hey, TXT have a really good chance to win this. And I still think that they do. I think they have a better chance of winning against the likes of DNI, which is why I gave them at the very least a map. Both these teams play very similarly, and both have similar star power. NTPP has been the hero of this roster in the kills category.
Yeah, I started early today.
Out of any team here has been NTPP and Artyom from DNI. It's going to be a head-to-head matchup.
NXGS to, or NXGS to play right away, dude.
That is a very good point. I am excited to kind of see who comes out on top for this one. Obviously, TXT fresh off of just playing a match up against TL. They did unfortunately lose that one, so hopefully having the ability to...
Might literally have to... Oh, maybe they don't have to redo their settings. Maybe this is all that's left there. That would make sense.
Operators, we saw a little egg for TXT operating the helicopter when that is in play. Zambra, though, very good at controlling some of those ground vehicles. As you can see here, some of the top stats from...
Yeah, that's going to still take a while. Actually, all right, chat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you guys over to...
some of our top stats from just one team.
To
I will say, yes, this is Artyom's story,
mainstream.
Kind of
I don't know if I can rate you guys to it though.
However,
and then I'm gonna be taking a small break, and I'll be back with the regular stream, which I think I should be able to be back in like 20-ish minutes. 20-ish minutes, because I gotta reset everything and change the titles and all that stuff, the thumbnail. And then I will be back to the regular stream. Let me link this into the chat though. If you want to continue watching this, there will be a link in the chat right now. So there's still 2 games coming up. They have team NXG versus DNI, and after that the main finals there. It's all going to be happening today. So if you're curious, be sure to watch that. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks Delta Force for sponsoring this stream, and I hope to see you guys in the regular stream later on. Bye. Or bye, see you soon. I should say see you soon right now. I never say that.